All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ha, Rakah, Kodash, Barakathum. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and to what I can across the globe, preaching the word truth and sincerity. I want to say Shalom. This I die now from the Great Millstone campus, Chicago, with a lesson. And I have a title. I don't know if it's going to be the exact title, but it's Esau is the elect on the left-hand side. And through the Spirit, Yahweh Shai, Shiloh, one of the lessons edifying. We're going to start off in Genesis 4. And we all know the story. I'm going to get to the story of Cain and Abel. We all know that. But I want to get into a couple of points. Get a couple of points to prove that Esau is the elect on the left-hand side. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on real quick. I had it in here. Okay. 15. All right, this is Genesis 4. And dang. All right, we're gonna get to the point. Genesis 4 and 12. It's talking about Cain, all right? We know that Cain slew Abel because he was jealous of the offering that the Lord accepted from the hand of Abel and not Cain. We know the word Cain, let's get this word Cain. It means a threshing instrument, right? Or I used to say that. They switch up the definitions time to time. It's like if you're speaking soft, I'm kind of woke up a little bit. But it says Cain, a possession, eldest son of Adam and Eve, and the first murderer, having murdered his brother Abel. All right. And you just say a threshing instrument. I don't know why does it say that. Possession. Okay. Yeah, it's weird. Let's see. Yeah, you just say threshing instrument. Kayan. You know? Let me see what this is. Spear. There you go. Spear. All right. So what's a spear? It's a weapon. All right. It's a tool, instrument to put people to death. Okay. All right. So let's go back. Genesis 4 and 12. It said, "When I till the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth." Now this is the curse of Cain. All right. First, that we know that we're living in a time where, although that there are food shortages, so to speak, they're man-made created. All right, but also that Esau does not he does not take the land Sabbath. Like he did not do the land Sabbath where you're supposed to till the land for 6 years and 7 years you let it rest so it can replenish its nutrients. So when you have a field full of below satisfactory soil and nutrients, the crops are not going to produce its full strength. All right. So a fugitive and a vagabond that shall be in the earth. All right. Let's go on the word fugitive. You know, these are old breakdowns, you know, but this is something we got to go through because we got to reiterate we got to know who our enemy is. All right. Vagabond. It says fugitive. I mean, it says to quiver, totter, shake, reel, stagger, wander, move, sift, make move, wave, tremble, be unstable, all right? To be tossed about or around, to shake, cause to totter, to cause to wonder. Now we know Esau got a keeper at home. We know that he's a border of wickedness. So wherever Esau is, which is the spirit of Cain, we know that there's going to be no stability or no righteous judgments being executed as long as he's in power. Okay? All right? It says, So you're gonna be a fugitive. Now look up. Yeah, Salaki, hold on. I'm going too fast. Right. Okay. So he's made to wonder, man. All right. You look at them old Wild West movies. You know where the guy kills somebody and he rides on his horse to different towns and different states and just wanted posters of him, and that's Esau, man. He's wanted. All right. It says the future of the vagabond. All right. It says bemoan, flee, get mourn, make to move, take pity, skip for joy, sorry, be sorry, vagabond, way wandering. All right. So Esau is a crook. You go on the word crimson or criminal. Let's get that real quick. See if we can find that. Let me go to etymology and see if we can do that. It's all getting to the point. Criminal. It says sinful, wicked, or pertaining to legally punishable offenses, guilty of crime. All right. All right, so Esau is guilty of a crime. He's guilty of murder. All right? You're guilty of murder. It says crimson, highly chromatic, deep red color. All right? Crimacea, cloth dyed, deep purplish red, also an adjective. Okay? All right, so Esau, you go to the word crimson, it means red. All right, we're going to get that in Genesis also. All right, Esau is a criminal. All right, he's a crook. He's a fugitive, and he's a vagabond. Okay, just keep that in mind. All right. And Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth. All right, so let you know that he's the vagabond. We learned that word vagabond to mean wandering, fugitive, wandering, okay? And from thy face shall I be hid. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. It shall come to pass, everyone that findeth me shall slay me. All right, we're going to get to it. And the Lord said unto him, therefore, whoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. That's why when you commit a crime, like Cain is Esau, we're going to explain that. When you commit a crime against Esau, whether it be financial or whether it's blue collar, white collar, whatever, or act of violence against the Edomites, you're going to receive a very, very harsh judgment. All right, Acts him and till. All right, he didn't even commit no crime. The Lord said unto him, therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. The Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. All right? We're going to that word mark. So Cain has a mark, right? A signal, a distinguishing mark. Miraculous sign, an omen, a warning. You see? Now, back in the Garden of Eden, the Adamites was whole other topic. The people that were in the Garden of Eden was not just Adam and Eve, Cain and Abel. Okay? All the nations were there. All right, but the Lord has set what's the word? The breath of life upon the chosen seed of Adam. All right, which we're given the tree of life. Okay, but it says a distinguishing mark. All right, that distinguishing mark was what? It was leprosy. It was a warning to whoever lay hold or took vengeance upon Cain, that they will be avenged sevenfold. All right. It says, and the Lord said unto him, therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. The Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any find him should kill him. All right. So what was that? Distinguishing mark? What's the distinguishing mark? We're going to find it. Genesis 25. And 23 said, and the Lord said unto her that, and the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from the bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. All right, to Mount Jacob and Esau, right? And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over, like a hairy garment, and called his name Esau. Okay? So that coming out red like a hairy garment, all right, was a distinguishing mark placed upon Esau. The same distinguishing mark placed upon Cain. All right? All right, Esau is a murderer of his brother. Okay? And Cain was a murderer of Abel. Let's get that real quick. I want to get this. I think it's a couple of scriptures that there we go. First John 3 and 11, it said, for this is the message that ye heard from the beginning, that we should love one another. Not as Cain, who was of that wicked one, and slew his brother. And wherefore slew he him? Because his own works were evil, and his brothers were righteous. All right? So Cain slew his brother because of the jealousy. Just like Esau, all right, was sought to kill Jacob because of the blessing. All right? Or let me rephrase that. Cain slew Abel because his offering was accepted. All right? Let me get just to further prove that point. Salakia. The John 8:44 says, ye are your father the devil, the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there's no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he's a liar and the father of it. Now we know that the Lord asked Cain, where is your brother? He said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? You see? This is right after he slew Cain, or slew Abel, all right? You see, and he lied to the Lord, man. All right? Now, this is the man that the Lord has ruling over us, but we're going to get into that too. All right? So now we put the link, we linked up the characteristics and the marks that were placed upon Cain was in the reincarnation was Esau. Okay? Oh, it's like not that. Let me see. Hold on. Was it morning over? Okay. There we go. Genesis 27:41 to further prove that Cain and Esau are one and the same. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, which is your mind, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then when I slay my brother Jacob. Okay? So just like Cain was jealous of the offering that was accepted by Abel from the Lord, okay, so was Esau jealous of the blessing that his father Isaac had blessed him, okay, and he sought to kill Jacob over the blessing, man. Same thing happened in the Garden of Eden. Let's remember that, okay? All right. Now let's get this. This is Ezekiel. Oh, come on. All right, let's get Ezekiel Ezekiel 28 and 13. So thou hast been in Eden, the garden of the Most High. Every precious stone was thy covering in the sardius, topaz, and the diamond, the beryl, the onyx, and the jasper, the sapphire, the emerald, and the carbuncle, and gold. The workmanship of thy tabrets and of thy pipes was prepared in thee in the day that I was created. All right? It's talking about Cain. All right? Cain was in the Garden of Eden. All right? Adon, which means paradise. And the Lord put man east in Eden, which is so-called Middle East, but on the continent of Asia. All right? It says, Ezekiel 28, thou art the anointed cherub that covereth, and I have set thee so. Thou was upon the holy mountain of the Most High. Thou hast walked up and down in the midst of the stones of the fire. All right? Now this is could be is both ways. All right? We know that Esau is the let's go over anointed first before we jump ahead. Anointed. We're going to wear cherub because cherubs are the angels. It says a cherub, an angelic being, all right, as guardians of Eden, an image, okay, all right. It says angelic being, all right, as guardians of Eden, okay. Anointed. Expansion meaning uncertain, outspread, anointed. All right, let's go on another definition of that. Shalakia. It says anointed, past participle, anointed, smear, rub with oil, typically a part of a religious ceremony. All right, let's go. Ordain, consecrate, sanctify, bless, ordain. Consecrate, sanctify, bless, ordain, hallow, right? So we know that Esau has a blessing, man. All right? Esau has a blessing. He has an anointing. Okay? Let's get this. I know I'm all over the place now. Spirit rolling now. Slakia. I believe the spirit is rolling. Call Allah, get what's me outside. All right? Come on, hold on. Fatness. Come on. I'm getting excited. Words always get me excited. There we go. Genesis 27 and 40, we just said the Lord was that Esau was anointed. He was consecrated. He was a chosen vessel by the Lord, but on the left-hand side. All right? And this is the blessing. Genesis 27:39, and Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword thou shalt live, and shalt serve thy brother. It shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. All right, so Esau he had a blessing. He was anointed. All right, he was consecrated by Isaac, but also by the Heavenly Father to have this to have the earth in his possession, the fatness of the land, and you're gonna rule it, all right, by his sword. Okay, you see, he's the anointed cherub. All right, let's get this real quick. Keep doing that. Oh, yeah, come on. That's the same one. All right, so Ezekiel 28:14, it says, thou art the anointed cherub that covereth. I have set thee so. Thou was upon the holy mountain of the Most High. Thou hast walked up and down in the midst of the stone of fire. The Lord has set him up, man. Or the Lord set Esau up. Okay? So thou was perfect in thy ways from the day that I was created till iniquity was found. It was the iniquity that he killed his brother Abel, man. All right? By the multitude of thy merchandise, they have filled the midst of thee with violence, that I sinned before, Salakia, with violence, and I have sinned. Therefore, I will cast thee as a profane out of the mountain. All right, when Cain cast out, you see, out of the mountain of the Most High, and I will destroy thee, O covering cherub, for the midst of the stones of fire. All right, now, Esau is going to get destroyed. Before he gets destroyed, he's going to have rulership, and he's going to rule with an iron rod, man. It says, thine heart was lifted up because of thy beauty. Thou hast corrupted thy wisdom by reason of thy brightness. I will cast thee to the ground. I will lay thee before kings, that they may behold thee. All right. What comes to mind is that weak as thee. It says Isaiah 14 and 9, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee as thy coming. It stir up the dead for thee. You and all the chief ones of the earth, it has raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, the noise of thy vials. The worm is spread under thee, and the worm shall cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations, man? All right, and that's Esau, man. All right, let's continue too. All right, so for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation. Didn't he say that you were up, that you were walking in the midst of the stones? You see? All right. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall never look upon thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth tremble, that did shake the kingdoms? All right, we can read further, but that's the point. All right, he's still going to get brought down low for the way he rules. Ultimately, it's because the Lord set him up to bring him down, man. All right, and everybody's going to see his shame. All right. Damn. Ezekiel 28 go hard. Thou hast defiled thy sanctuary by the multitude of thine iniquities, by the iniquity of thy traffic. All right, you can go to Ezekiel, they took the top of the bowls and brought them to the land of traffic, all right, which is here in America. Therefore will I bring forth a fire from the midst of thee, shall devour thee, and I will bring thee to ashes upon the earth, the sight of all of them that behold thee. All right. All they that know thee among the people shall be astonished at thee. Thou shalt be a terror, and never shalt thou be any more, man. All right, so Esau the terror, but the Lord set him up. All right, he's the anointed cherub. He's the elect on the left-hand side of the Lord. And he's here for a purpose. All right, that purpose is to wreak havoc upon the earth. You see, but the Lord is going to bring him down. Okay, but Esau is the elect on the left-hand side. All right, so we got that. All right, got that. We got that. I'm scratching off the precepts. All right, so let's get let's get this. This is Isaiah 10 and 5. It says, "O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, the staff in their hand is mine indignation." All right, Assyria is synonymous with captivity. All right, just like Egypt, just like Rome, just like Greece, just like Nineveh, and all these other captivities and places where Jacob was in captivity or on a low state, man. All right, Esau is the Assyrian, man. All right, which means, you know, just a symbolic of captivity. O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, the staff in their hand is mine indignation. All right, this is the Lord's anger. All right, he brought the worst of the heathen. Let's get that. Go about the worst of the heathen, man, to rule this earth, man. Not only for us, man, but he ruled the nations in anger. We're going to get that too. Ezekiel 7:24, it said, make a change for the land full of bloody crimes, the city is full of violence. Wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses. I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease, and the holy places shall be defiled. All right, the worst of the heathen, all right, is Esau, man. Okay? That's the worst of the heathen. The Lord has used Esau to rule with a rod of iron, the rod of the Lord's anger. Esau is ruling he's ruling in the anger of Yahweh Shemi Awashai, man. So if you're mad at Esau, you got to get mad at the Lord. The scripture also say, do not hate them that hate thee with a perfect hatred. You see? And the difference between us and the truth and those who are not in the truth, we understand that this is the Lord's will. All right? Let's get this. You rule the nations in anger. Isaiah 14:6 said, he who smote their wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nation in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. Hey, that's the Assyrian. That's Esau. That's Cain. You see? All right? This is the rod, and this is the Lord's anger by putting Esau in charge over the Israelites, man. This is the elect. It's like we're going to be, just like we are the elect, we're not in the rulership. All right? When we get in the rulership, we're really going to see, they're going to see the how mad the Lord is at them. Let's get this. All right? One of my favorite new scriptures, man. This is Sirach 36 and 1. It says, have mercy upon us, O Lord Yahweh, of all, and behold us, and send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. Lift up thy hand against the strange nations, and let them see thy power. As thou wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us. And let them know thee as we have known thee, that there is no power but only thou, O power, man. So we're going to rule Esau the way they ruled us, but we're going to give them double, and we're going to be doing it in righteousness. You see? We're not going to be sticking sticks up their rod. We're not going to be cutting off the genitals and nothing like that, man. We're going to be more creative in our in their captivity, more creative in our punishments and judgments upon the heathen, man. You see? They're going to know how angry the Lord is at these Edomites in particular. Let's get this. So Esau's stubble, right? It said, Obadiah 1:18, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, house of Esau for stubble. They shall kindle in them and devour them. There shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it, man. And that reiterates that Ezekiel 28 and Ezekiel 28. All right? Esau is going to know, all right, how much the Lord hates him, man. Even though he's in power now, even though he thinks he's in good graces with the Lord, so to speak. All right? And they're going to know that they are a man and not a power, man. And the Lord is going to show them how frugal and how weak they truly are. All right? So I will send him, back in Isaiah 10:6, I will send him against a hypocritical nation, against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. All right? This is the Lord's will. All right? Only if the Lord backing you can you do such things, man. All right? Esau has been chosen to wreak havoc upon the earth, man. All right? Okay? Damn, I don't know why I got this. All right. Man, I took a note down that should have elaborated. Oh, con. It's a water. Damn. Okay. Hold on. I've seen it, but I want to see how far I'm gonna start up. Let's get to the chapter. Salakia. Yes, yeah, there we go. It says, Jeremiah 27 and 8. I'm gonna get to the point. And it shall come to pass that the nation and kingdom which will not serve the same Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, and that will not put their neck under the yoke of the king of Babylon, the nation will I punish, saith the Lord, with the sword and with the famine and with the pestilence until I have consumed them by his hand. All right, right now we know that Babylon means confusion. In America is confusion. The cross-dressing, the gender lines are erased. Okay, the worshiping of idols. All right, good is evil, evil is good. Okay, it's the land of confusion. But those who don't want to follow under the democracy, under the Western ideology, all right, they're going to get invaded, they're going to get destroyed, you're going to get your resources plundered, all right, you're going to get your government overthrown, all right, these are all the workings of Esau being a vagabond and a fugitive, man. This is his blessing, the sword, the fatness of the earth, all right. If you want to serve Esau, then your ass is going to feel the wrath of him, man. Okay? Because right now he is the elect. He's the one that's set up. He's the one that's been chosen by Yahweh Shai, all right, to rule the way he rules. But the Lord is going to take him down, man. All right? Let's get this. Romans 13:1, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of the Most High. The power that be are ordained of the Most High. All right, it's not Esau power. All right, don't it come a world power? You see, it's going to word power. Power of choice, liberty of doing as one pleases, lever or permission. Physical and mental power, brainwash you and indoctrinate you with his schools and his colleges and his disinformation. And physical, his military, his police, the ability or strength which one is endued, which he either possesses or exercises. The power of authority, influence. You see, Esau has an influence, man. That's why that if you don't accept his homosexuality, his white Jesus, all right, that you're going to get overthrown, man. The power of rule or of government, the power of him whose will and commands must be submitted to by others and obeyed. All right, if you ain't rolling with America, you're going to get rolled over, man. All right, a ruler. All right, you gotta get the gist of it. All right, so let every soul be subject unto the higher power, for there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that be are ordained of the Most High. Get that word ordained, man. Ordained. To put in order, to station, to place in certain order, to arrange, to assign, a place, to appoint, ordain. All right? All right? And who appointed Esau? It's the Lord. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of the Most High. That's why when you get pulled over, man, you agree with your adversary quickly, man. All right? You start fighting against Esau, you're fighting against the Lord, man. All right? Just like the elect. All right? We're the elect. The Lord, when we're the elect on the right-hand side of the Lord, you fight against us, man. You fight against Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. All right? The duality of the Lord. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of that power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. All right? If you're doing what's right, man, hey, you're not going to have no trouble with Esau either, man. All right? Men of the Lord don't get into a whole bunch of altercations and run-ins with fucking Johnny Law, man. You see? All right, we're not always in the courts. And, don't get me wrong. You get pulled over, you got, whatever. I'm talking about like real trouble, man. All right, we're not here to test the power. We're not here to tempt the Lord. All right, you see, if you're doing what's right, hey, there's no reason for Esau to run up in your house and do other things, man. All right, for he is the minister of the Most High to thee for good. If thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for you bear not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of the Most High, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil, man. All right? And that's what he's here for, man. All right? He's here to rule the nations in anger. He's here to be the executioner, all right, of the earth until the Lord take him out. I'm going to end it on this. 2 Thessalonians 2:7, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until it be taken out of the way. All right? And that's Esau Edom. Back then with the Romans. All right? And the work he's done, the work he's been appointed to do, he's going to do. He's a damn devil, man. All right? Just know, all right, that he got a short time to reign, and the reign is coming to an end, man. And how about you outside? He's going to take him out of the way. With that one, say Shalom.